I'm Blair Bollinger. I play bass trombone in the Philadelphia Orchestra. This is my Bollinger Model bass trombone made by the S.E. Shires Company in Holliston, Massachusetts. So I worked with them and helped design some of the features of this instrument, and I love playing it in the orchestra every day. I have my own way of tuning the valves. It allows me to play scales and arpeggios more easily on the bass trombone. You can change the notes 3 ways. First of all with the lips, second with the slide, and third with the modern bass trombone generally has 2 valves back here. I push my thumb, it does this valve, and I push my finger, it does this valve. And so whenever you push a button, you open the valve, you make the instrument longer, the notes get lower. If it was traditionally the way it was done, I would have to do, I'd have to move my slide. So the arpeggios line right up, I don't have to move my hand. I had approached several instrument makers to see if they wanted to do something like this, and I would get a response of, wow, that's a great idea. And I would say, great, so you'll build it. And they'd say, no. So I wrote a little book, a method book of how to use this, and went to a trombone convention and presented it. Maybe a year later, I got a call from the S.E. Shires Company saying, we're getting a lot of requests for instruments with your tuning system. And I was like, finally. I said, so yeah, here's a copy of the book. It explains everything. And after a little while, they came back and said, well, rather than us sending you something to try, would you like to work with us to make a Bollinger model with the Shires Company? I said, well, yes, thank you. That would be very nice. There's definitely a lot of Steve Shires ideas in this. There's a little bit of my ideas, but between the two of us, we came up with this. So I say, I've got 2/3 of a tuba, one more valve and I'd have a tuba.